the summer, and we are preparing the relaunch in the end of the summer. We have a lot of things that we worked on that we want to share. Which one of them is a big redesign of the whole system, and basically a whole like making it a lot of easier to use for the users to have the fastest time to value as possible, because time spent on the operations, I don't want to say it's not the not best spent time, but tutors have to have time for teaching, right, and tutoring, and not to caring about the stuff which they don't enjoy, their students don't enjoy. So this is where we are heading right now. Yes.
So that's a really, really thorough answer, and thank you so much. Let me introduce this session. This is a live and interactive session that is live streamed to YouTube and will be shared as a recording inside the QT community. We've invited Stepan to come and do a Friday demo day for us because Flowlance and Qualified Tutor are proud partners. We know that Flowlance are a really agile team which are designing solutions for tutors to reduce the burden of admin and give us more time to tutor and possibly a little time for a glass of wine as well. So the goal is, as far as I understand it, Stepan, is for you to really create a tool that makes tutors' lives easier. Is that right?
Exactly. You can imagine it as Flowlance is basically an app which combines the best of the worlds of the scheduling, invoicing, and payments. In our eyes, or how do we think about it, is that why should it be separated, right? Because imagine that you are in the calendar, smart calendar, and you just click on the event and you invoice it right away and you get paid right away. So this is the main concept, so tutors can focus on what they love instead of like pointless recurring tasks and invoices.
So we've been having a lot of conversations about the importance of the use of technology in tutoring, both for resources for teaching and learning, but also for admin. And we feel that when you find the right, sorry. So what we find is that smooth use of tech signals competence. And that's what we want to enable our tutors to do, to really show parents that the experience is slick and smooth, and that the tutors can be trusted at every level of their business. So Stepan, you and I first met and presented Flowlance to Qualified Tutor at LTF4, which was a really gorgeous opportunity for me to learn what you're doing. But what you've just mentioned to me is that things have developed and changed, which I know to be key in your really agile approach. And so this is really an introduction to your relaunch and how you've improved customer experience, new tools and features that you may have added, and really give us a refresh. Is that right?
Exactly, Julie.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for the introduction.
Great. So over to you. Go ahead.
Thank you. So regarding the last topic that you talked about, I will start with that. Basically, who we are and what we are doing. We are smart calendar app which combines invoicing, scheduling, and payments. And the main idea is to save tutors time and headaches with the admin stuff. Whole summer we worked really hard to make the system a lot easier, time to value for the new users to be much more quicker and smaller. In the end of the summer, we will launch the complete redesign of the app. We launched the new website like a week ago, and
congratulations.
Thank you. There are really many use cases that tutors, and not only tutors but other verticals, needs to get covered. I want to invoice this client before the lessons will start it. This client needs to have invoice for his company. For this client, I need to sell the packages which have some type of like expiration date, and all of this we can solve for the tutors. Not the credit packages right now, but we are preparing it, and we are looking on this problem really like from bird view, that we want to give the application to all the tutors, all the use cases, so they save time and headaches, as I said. uh, so what is one of the biggest advantages of Flowlance is that we cover almost all of the use cases that I talked about. And even if you have clients abroad and or clients in your state, you can combine all the use cases with this type of extra variable. You can have multiple bank accounts if you want to get paid via bank transfer. You can also use Stripe at the moment. We currently don't support PayPal, but it's one of the things that we are thinking about it. But right now you can use Stripe with Flowlance, which you can imagine it, and I will show it in a couple of minutes. That you just schedule your event in calendar as you do every day, and then you set what you want to happen. So okay, for this client I want to schedule it right now and don't worry about the payments because it will be in the end of the month. So I will schedule it. I have all the information that I need in the calendar, and in the end of the month I can invoice it, and I can invoice it via Stripe also, and then I see the live status of the payment. So I have everything connected, and I don't need to switch 5-7 tabs to know how is my business going. So instead of me talking, let me share the screen so we can see and picture it better. Hopefully it will work. Awesome. So now we should see the screen. As I was talking about the relaunch, so this is the new website. Basically, this. Oh, sorry. This is the main idea. Time equals money, and also headaches, like the problems with the admin. So you don't need to waste it. So this is our calendar, where you basically click on the event and you invoice it right away. You have your overview, what's your next events. Uh, the main thing that I didn't say is regarding the relaunch and all the things that we were working on in the summer.
Stefan,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you. There seems to have been you seem to have frozen, so I can't see your screen share. Would you
Okay.
like to
Thank you. I will.
unshare and share again,
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. So try number 2. Is it working?
No.
No. Okay. So let me. I'm sharing the whole screen, so maybe I will.
I actually love it when tech people struggle with tech.
Yeah, it's
It
so
feels
funny,
so
right?
normal. I also love it because the kids, when you tutor online, the kids are so much more confident with the tech than you are.
Yeah.
And that's just part of it. That's just the generation.
You can see it now?
No.
No. Wow, what is happening?
Would you like to share a slide with us or a link with us and we'll share on our side?
So let me just. Can
Just add
I
it to
try
chat.
to rejoin?
Of
Is it
course.
possible?
Of
Okay,
course.
thank you.
Yes. Hello.
Hello again.
I think again. Woo!
So I think the best option is to screen share the entire screen, right?
Right. Right.
Zoom is sharing your screen.
No, you've
nothing.
frozen and it's gone
Oh,
black.
That's funny.
Maybe if you turn your screen off, your camera off.
Okay, I'll try that.
Hannah will edit this afterwards, Stefan.
Still nothing.
Still nothing.
Man, what is going on?
Would you like us to share a screen for you?
We can do that. I wanted to screen share also the app, so that would be quite a problem. So maybe should I try the application? I'm on the browser version. Maybe it will be better. So if you give me a couple of seconds, please, I will rejoin. Sorry for the problems, but
Oh, you're fine.
when I tried
Okay,
that,
that's
it
fine.
was working.
No worries. Hannah, is anyone watching on YouTube right now?
We have one other person watching.
Okay, so it's a fantastic opportunity for me to share with you the Qualified Tutor Awards and the way that we've designed them to really enable tutors to evaluate their expertise and also to develop their growth mindset to guide their development going forward. The QT Awards are the most transparent and robust resource that you could use to evaluate expertise and experience in tutoring. Based on our 3 categories of safe, skilled, and supported, we are evaluating how many years experience you have, what type of qualifications you have that inform your tutoring practice. We look at how your safe practices, DBS, insurance, safeguarding training, and we look at your community engagement and how you use the wider tutoring profession to inform your practice. We are really, really committed to giving you the right tools to build and develop yourselves as tutors. And the QT Awards are just that. If you want to know more about the QT Awards, please look in the link below and we will share with you the best way for you to get started with QT Awards. Of course, it is cheaper for QT members. And so it's well worth your while looking into signing up as a QT member at the same time, so that you have access to all the deals and discounts, events, community, training, and more that QT membership has on offer.
So now it will work. I can feel it in my bones. So hopefully you should see it right now.
There you are.
Awesome. Sorry
I've never been so excited to see a Zoom browser.
Awesome. So now we are live. Awesome. So where was I? As I was saying, this is the new website which you didn't see before. Yeah, the whole summer work and preparing for the relaunch. So I told you already that we want to give the possibility for the new users to basically within the 1 minute after signing up to invoice right away the lessons, right? So this is the idea that you sign up with your Google account, and the first time you load the Flowlance, you can see all of your events, all of your Google calendars, and you also have imported your all of the email contacts and email addresses of the students, so you don't have to import all of your clients and having to set up for like 10, 20, 30 minutes. The last thing that is missing, and we will have in matter of short period of time, is that if you log in, you see all of your events in the in the past or into the future, you just click on the event and you will invoice it even with the Google events. So this is the last step that we are missing to really have the fastest experience, fastest onboarding for the new users. So this is something that we are really looking forward to. So this is the calendar. You have all of your events scheduled in the future, and you can turn off different calendars also to have the better view. Those are our happy clients, happy customers, and this is the biggest features and advantages. Have your calendar synced. Have all the email notifications being automated, and also the invoicing and payments part. Let me maybe show it to you in the app. So we are in the process of redesigning it. So just give me two more weeks, and it will look exactly like on the website. So maybe let's go through the most common use cases, which would be, I believe, most helpful for new or new users or the users that are already using the Flowlance. So let's schedule invoice. Let's schedule the lesson. Lesson will be called English 101 with on, let's say. I can set the repetition. So let's do 3 times in a row in Friday. I will select the client there. If you have the integration, basically, if you log in with your Google, you will have all of your email accounts, as I speak about earlier. So let's select the student. You can have one student or multiple students. Flowlance will take care of all of it. You will select the location of the lesson where it will take place. You can, of course, add multiple locations: Google Meet, Zoom, Teams, or in-person meeting with physical address. There is some default price that I set up earlier. You can set it whenever you want. Flowlance supports currently 4 currencies: pounds, Czech crowns, US dollars, and euro. It's of course suitable for if you are a watt payer. So for now, let's say that I'm not. And let's go with the most easiest use case. That is, I want to schedule it now, and in the end of the month, I want to get paid. So I will click the recap. I can choose if I want to send the confirmation to the student or not. Somebody prefers it, somebody don't want to be too bothered, and they just want to have invoice and tell me how much I should pay. So let's maybe have it on. It's been successfully scheduled. Right now you see I have English lesson with John. When I will check the email, you can see the confirmation of the booking where you can join the lesson, and also student can edit your calendar. Fast forward, let's say it's the end of the month, and I want to get paid, and I don't want to have dedicated time in the end of the month to sit 3 hours in front of the laptop and basically go to the calendar, see, okay, what was being cancelled, what not, okay, this, that, and have to have the dedicated time. So let's just invoice the events. I will select my student, and there you can select what do you want, how do you want to get paid, if it's bank transfer or a payment gateway. So for this, let's choose the bank transfer, and you can see the filters, attendance, where I can easily look the client, the student was on the event or not, and also the state of the lesson. I schedule it in the future, so everything is planned. But of course, if you will do it backward, you will see finished lessons. So let's just mark all of the lessons because I want all of the money which belongs to me, and click the recap. Again, you can send it the invoice or don't if you prefer it to upload it on a Google Drive, for example, and let's hit create. Right now, when I go to invoices, yes, you can see the invoice that was generated for £250, and I can see the invoice. You have your invoicing profile, which is on the left side, and you have invoicing profile on the right side belonging to the student. It's very, again, we can cover a lot of use cases. So if you need to have from your point of view the company details, for example, if you have company, you can add it. If your student have company details, you can add it. Or if you or the client don't care, the student can only have their a name or email, and basically that's it. You have all of your events that happened, total price, also QR payment, and if I would set that I'm watt payer, you also have the watt price per every event. Right now, we don't have the possibility to automatically check the payment status if you choose the bank transfer. So you have to check it manually, but you just check it and click paid, and you already know what was paid. And when you have a lot of students, a lot of invoices, it's quite handy to have everything at one place and not to have status of your payments in Excel sheets or some type of diary or paper, and other things in the calendar, and other things in invoices, invoicing solution, for example. I can check the dashboard where I have my financial overview for the each month, so I know what is going on, basically. This is another thing that we are preparing the new direction, let's say, because we want to implement the artificial intelligence, and basically that Flowlance would recommend you the price, for example, for events. So, okay, you are really busy. This time is really busy also, so you can pump up the price a little bit. And we want to implement this to the dashboard also. So this was the first use case where I want to get paid after in the end of the month. I can, of course, I will speed run it. I can, of course, get paid in advance, which works exactly the same. So let's call it payment in advance. I can again choose the client, choose the location, and just here click the bank transfer, and it will directly create the invoice. I can get paid right away. But let's skip to the third use case, which is the payment gateway, the Stripe. Setting up the Stripe account is really easy. It takes around 5 to 7 minutes if you don't have the Stripe account. After all, it's some type of bank, let's say, right, or payment gateway, so it takes a couple minutes, but it's really simple, really like intuitive. So I have it connected before, so I will just select the Stripe, and when I click the recap again, I will send the confirmation to the student. And when I check the email, I don't know what it is popping on. I can see pay online with card here, and you can find the invoice here. So let's look at the invoice first. We know this before, and you can pay with card online. You can pay, of course, on the laptop, or if you pay on the mobile phone, we support Apple Pay and Google Pay. So it's really easy to use the Face ID or Google Pay for quick payment and comfortable payment for the client. And basically, within the second when the student paid it, you immediately see the payment status in Flowlance. So when we will look, for example, on this invoice, which you can see it's from the Stripe method, the payment is checked, and you don't have to worry about anything because it's automated, and this is what our users really like, because it's another thing that they can forget and not to worry about, because I'm sure that many of tutors can relate to basically the constant like have to think in back of your head, okay, did I miss something? Oh yeah, maybe this one, and I have to double check it. So this is thing that our users really like. The last use case for now is if you need to invoice all other stuff than the invoice, the events, or everything that is not linked to the time. So a lot of tutors have different products than tutoring itself. It could be ebooks, or it could be some type of courses. So you can invoice it really similar to the invoice. So I can sell the ebook. I can also choose the currency, and let's say that ebook, 2 ebooks I will sell, and it costs 50 each with all the what. Again, I can choose the payment method, or I can add another items, and I will create it, and you can see again you have the invoice ready in a couple of seconds. So this is the last use case, the main use case that I wanted to talk about. So let me just show you because I'm quite excited for it when I talked about the redesign of the app. So this is something we are working on. You will have also dark mode and light mode, and everything will be much more light, much more faster. And the idea, as I told, is to have everything really like handy, and don't have to worry about anything, and to have the calm mind, let's say, because of the application. So what we think is the most important thing, and what is our like philosophy, let's say, is that we want to build the product that is really for the users. We don't want to build something that we think it's needed, or design it as a way we want to, but we want to really hear every customer, every tutor, every mentor, every therapist. So the most important thing is the feedback of the real users, real tutors, because they are the superheroes, and they understand the problems the best of anyone. So we have special discount code, or let's say we really care about feedback and not that many about the money and subscription. So we have special discount for the qualified tutor community, which I will send to the chat. if I will see it somewhere. Chat, let's see, yes. This is discount code Qualified Tutor 2, so Q Tutor 2 for 2 months free for the best subscription plan, and basically you cannot lose anything, if I can say it like that, because for what you can do is that you can sign up on our page, flowlance.com, and you can try it here for free. You have 14 days free trial, which of course is not required with the credit card. And then when the trial ends, Flowlance will ask you what do you want to do. And because we, as you told Julie, we are proud partners with Qualified Tutor, you can just set the discount code QTutor2 and you will get 2 months free. So you can try the Flowlance without any risk. I was thinking about that we are really trying to have the most fast and simple onboarding experience and time to value to have lowest as possible, which will really help that when we will add the opportunity to invoice the Google events right away. So basically you sign up, you click on the events and you invoice it. And you don't have to add everything, anything, not events, not calendars, not your clients. You just add the price if you don't have it in the event. So I'm encouraging you all to try it, to schedule 2 events and then generate an invoice. And if you will be so kind and tell us your feedback, how do you feel about the application, we'll be super excited. So another thing in the top of the website is book a demo call. So you can say your feedback on this event. It's simple Calendly. And if you have any problems, any feedback, any recommendations, you can use this page, book a demo, and we'll be really glad to help with everything. We can also set like custom settings, or if you need to set something and you don't know how, just book a call. It's 10-15 minutes call, and we'll be really glad to help you with anything, because as I told, feedback is the most valuable asset for us, and maybe not only for us, also for the other tutors, because you kind of help other tutors, because when you participate for Flowlance and you help somehow, you recommend some type of feature, that you basically helping other tutors, other mentors, other therapists, because we want to all those clever people which are offering really valuable services so they can have time to focus on what's important and not for being accountant or those type of things. So yeah, let me just take a quick look on my notes, but I think that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you. So recap of most important things. Flowlance.com, you can sign up without any risks. You can use discount code after 14 days, QTutor2, like 2 months. When you need anything, you can just book a demo right in the top, or message me or my co-founder Patrick. I will also link our email addresses. We are trying to be online pretty much whole day, sometimes a little bit in the evening or night. So just reach to us and we'll be glad to help with everything. So yeah, this is it from my side. Thank you so much for having me, Hannah and Julia. I'm not sure if you have some type of questions or maybe follow-ups or something that I missed. But if you don't, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Stepan. As always, this tool just really just excites me. As a non-tutor, I absolutely love just the integration of the calendar with the payments. It's fabulous. What inspired you to do this for tutors as well as the other industries?
Sorry if I'm not sure if I catch it. What is the same or different, or
What inspired you to help tutors?
I understand. Flowlance was founded basically 2.5 years ago. It wasn't Flowlance, but it was a startup called StudyHub, where we, during the COVID, we weren't happy with the current solutions, with the when you needed to have quick tutoring, you wanted to see who will teach you, and basically have let's say eShop solution or one-click solution to get the tutoring that you needed. So we created StudyHub. We have about 6,000 or 7,000 lessons taught, and then we saw that okay, the tutors who have who gain a lot of students, they sometimes like struggle with all the admin stuff, because it's quite easy, I believe, to get lost in it, because it's so many areas that you need to cover. And this is basically where we started thinking about Flowlance. We talk with in total around 400 hours with our tutors and another tutors that weren't on the StudyHub. And yeah, we found that this is something we think it's missing. Of course, you have Calendly, but you don't want to rely with your whole business on Calendly that 30 students per week will sign or will book your lesson like themselves, right? So, and you cannot also have recurring events in Calendly. You of course can use a Google Calendar and separated invoicing software and have it glued together with some type of Google Sheets, which could work, but we think this is most fastest and most easy solution, because not everyone is able or don't want to spend a lot of time on setting all this workflow to work.
I was nodding and saying and I realized I was muted. So that's awesome.
No worries, no worries.
And in terms of what the future looks like, you've mentioned quite a few juicy additions. Like, I love the dark mode. I like keeping things on dark mode and the integrations. Is there anything else you can tell us, or is it all secret?
It's not secret, I would say. Two things I mentioned, or maybe three, that is the most important thing that we are looking forward to add to the Flowlance. One of them is invoicing the Google events, where you will not have to make the events in Flowlance, but you can schedule it in Google Calendar, and you just come to Flowlance and just invoice it directly. Another thing is the credit packages, where we believe that a lot of tutors uses this type of business, where they sell 10 20 lessons for the next 3 years, sorry, 3 months, and they again need to track the status and how many events is or lessons is left with the student. And last thing is artificial intelligence, and basically some type of guide within the Flowlance to think a little bit for you. There is basically to have the application to be smarter every day that you use it. So really like clever recommendations. Okay, this client didn't like you didn't charge this client in 2 weeks. This client has overdue invoice. Do you want to set it up for it? And the ultimate goal is that right now we are saving like the admin stuff from hours or 1 hour to 2 minutes. And the ultimate goal is to basically don't worry about it like any part of your mind capacity. So the idea is that you come to the Flowlance, and Flowlance will tell you, okay, so you had with 15 students this many lessons. I prepared all of the invoices that I think you need to. You just check it, and with one click you send it all, and you have your countings or invoicing covered, and you have covered your payments. So this is something where we are heading to, not save the time, but just to eliminating the need to think about the admin, if it makes sense, at least a little small part.
Yeah, that's amazing. And in just 2 years, you've done so much already. I can't imagine what you're going to do in the next 2. That's incredible.
Yeah, we are really looking forward to. We are still, the 2 years was basically from the idea of the marketplace, but we launched Flowlance in March or beginning of the April, if I recall. So yeah, we are trying to be really fast and to not let down all the users, because we really care about the users, and really the day is really good when somebody texts us, hey, this saved me so much time and mental capacity, and it's just the best feeling in the world.
Amazing. I think that's just the ultimate goal, isn't it, really? Well, thank you, Stepan. We'll be sharing this recording with all of our members and non-members, and everything's on YouTube. And as members get access to you guys in the support area in the community as well. So thank you so much. And this is really exciting, is the first partner demo we've got. So thank you so much for being our launch demo day. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that I'm in the books. So thank you so much for having me, Hannah and Julia. Have a really nice day. And all of the tutors and users who are watching this, reach to us. We'll be glad to help. So thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.